You got something on July 2 of 2022. That's interesting from last summer.
Yeah, here again, we were, I felt kind of led to share this again today. We were at a gathering in Winnipeg, a national gathering with, a group of, blessed believers from across Canada. And anyway, during that time, I was out, it was a baseball stadium. So I was actually at home plate, on my face, praying and just spending time pressing into the Father. And he spoke to me at that time and he said, Barry, tell my people that I'm releasing a visitation upon the children, for there are gatekeepers who have tried to keep me out of their schools, and let it be known that they do not have a chance against what I'm about to release to the children. Hi, for I'm preparing and releasing a revival among the little ones.
Wow.
Little apostles, little prophets, little evangelists, little pastors, little teachers.
Wow.
And they will open the doors to family restoration. They will bring my love into the schools, and they will be deliverers, and they will be saturated in my love and my compassion, and they'll be peacemakers, and they'll be given dreams, and they'll be given words for their teachers. They'll lay their hands on the sick, and they'll recover.
Wow.
Holy is the word of the Lord.
There was a move in church history. I don't know, it was 1800s or something, where children became preachers and prophets and healing. So it sounds like God's going to bring that back with steroids, if I can use that expression. It's like he's going to really bring it back with the kids.
There is no junior Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
And when you look at what they're doing in our schools today, and the curriculums in which they're endorsing and promoting, keep the Lord out. When you look at all the, all of the counterculture things that are kind of going on, and the identity issues, and having, drag story time, for kids.
Yeah.
Like the enemy has come after our kids in a great way. And, there is no junior Holy Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
We were at a gathering here, last weekend, and there were kids at the altar, Steve. They gathered up around the front. The floor was packed, 21 years old and under. And these kids up there getting touched in the presence of the Lord. I mean, when you got, them, you can't fake it. Kids cannot fake it. And when there's a genuine touch, and he comes and they're weeping and they're crying and they're laying hands on one another, it is profound. And so I think as a people and as leaders, we have to sometimes maybe look and step out of the way and give these kids an opportunity, in childlike faith to release what they've got. And I've got them coming up to meetings, little kids coming up, would you pray for me? And they're coming, God's filling these little ones and laying them out on the floor and opening up the prophetic in them, opening up those gifts within and on them. And it's just beautiful.
Well, yeah, and I've heard that expression before too. There's no junior Holy Spirit. In other words, the same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead and empowers mighty men and women of God, the same Spirit empowers the little children. He doesn't downgrade himself because it's a child at all. No. If anything, he probably upgrades his work, but that's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I just, we've got a lot to learn. And I think as we step into this, we're going to see some amazing harvest come in. And, you get these kids touched and, there's so much brokenness in families right now, with the divorce rates, what they are, and kids just are kind of in the middle of all of that. And, I see the love of God coming upon some of the, his children, and bringing comfort and bringing love to kids that, are not from a healthy place. And, it's just beautiful, the gifts that God's put in his kids.